Hey lovelies, welcome to your July reading. Oh, sorry, I had to take this outside. It is so hot here this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Just some ground rules before it starts. We are going to use some oracle cards to get a little read on different facets of your month. Love, relationships, work and finances, and also your spiritual development. And then we'll get your main spirit message from a tarot spread at the end. These are going to be general readings, so my only ask of you is that you take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Since these are general readings, I tend to just kind of throw as many meanings out, and then you pick and choose what is relevant to your life and your circumstances. If it doesn't make sense, you have to forgive too many things. Those messages just aren't for you. Leave those on the table and only take what resonates. If you're a cross watcher, feel free to swap them, or even if this is your sign, and you're interested about another person, or it sounds relevant to another person, feel free. You can switch around the characters if you need to. Again, just make it fit to your life, make it resonate. Do not try to force the message. Going to be an interesting month ahead. So we have lots going on, astrologically speaking, going into this reading. So on the 2nd, we have that solar eclipse in Cancer. We have a lunar eclipse, I want to say on like the 18th, 19th, something like that. Later on in the month, we also have Jupiter going retrograde shortly after the eclipse. So in total, we'll have 5 planets in retro this month. So lots of revising, lot of looking back over things and reevaluating things as we're getting these huge downloads and resets from these 2 eclipses. So we are going to be changing and evolving so much over the next 30 days. So take this guidance as an extra boost and extra support to help ground you and recenter you through all of this crazy that's going to be going on. All right, so let's get to your cards, and I hope you enjoy. See you in a bit. Hey Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July reading. I hope you guys had an amazing June. I hope July has been nice to you so far. We're about a week in as of filming. Sending you my best. Okay, let's see what this month has in store. Alright. Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus concerning love and romance? Love and romance for Taurus in the month of July. Ooh. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Alright, so you guys got distant shores. Another sign got this as well. I can't remember who it was. It was I think it was one of the earlier videos I did. So like Cancer, Leo, Virgo, maybe one of them. I can't remember who it was. But I remember someone getting this card before. So, coming up in a position like this, where it's, we're talking about love, romance, connection. Some of you may be in a long distance relationship. Some of you, may be looking for your partner and can't find them. This is really about being physically separated. But that doesn't mean you are not connected. And there's a big thing there. A lot of us, we get to feeling lonely. We want the person next to us. We want to be wrapped in that nice, comforting cuddle. That's a beautiful thing. What this card is really speaking to, like, even though they're not here physically, although there may be some distance between the 2 of you, the bond is real. The bond is true. Even if you haven't met this person, when we talk about soulmates, you came into this life with an agreement that you're going to find each other. So you're still tethered together. And just as much as you feel this connection and you're trying to find them, same thing is happening on their end. They also feel you tugging on the string. It's not only you. So, take this as just, know that you're still connected. Know that you're still receiving those downloads. Don't let the physical distance really get to you. And you may even find... I'm trying to think, how do I know if I want to put this? You may even find this person, or even just some like reconnection just with the feeling of love through travel. You know, whether it's physical, whether you actually, you know, go to distant shores, but it can even be, you know, reading a book about a different area, watching, you know, some type of period piece where that takes you to another time or another place. Things like that just kind of shift your energy, and they kind of shift your atmosphere to a place that I think raises your love vibration. Whether if it's just, you know, we're taking this time to work on self-love and get into our own groove, Taurus, or if this really is about finding that counterpart, finding that soulmate. Don't let the physical space get you down. You are still connected. And there are things you can do to use that connection. So don't get bogged down by that, alright? Alright, Spirit, what is going on? What messages do we have for Taurus concerning their own spiritual evolution and growth for the month of July? I don't know if this is going to mean anything to anyone, but literally as I did that, I just heard the word September, or just thought of September. I don't know if that has to do with this, or for those of you who are really driving with distant shores, maybe something happens in September. Don't know what that's for, but I don't know, maybe circle September 1st on your calendar, see what happens. Alright, for your spiritual advice, what number is it, 41? You have 41, Soul Song. Just love the cards in this deck. They're so gorgeous. So this is a new one, so I'm going to read this one from the deck, or from the book. But it's so pretty. 41, here we are. Oh, that's trippy. I don't know if it's meant to, but it kind of looks like a face. Like you have like the two eyes here, the nose with this it's kind of like a big face, like a little zoom in close up. Sorry, random thing. And then you even have these wings making eyebrows. I love it. All right. Your soul emits a beautiful song. Sorry about the glare. Think of it as pulsating light moving in rhythm with the universe. Your song travels through light and is the background music of your life. Even if you can't hear your song with your physical ears, know it exists. It's almost what we talked about here with distant shores. You may not physically be able to feel it or sense it, but know it exists. We know animals hear sounds we can't. Your song is always resonating throughout the universe, along with the music of the spheres and the sound the universe made when it was born. The greatest song of all, Om. You can tune into it through your heart and your throat. Be willing to live your life from your highest, most aligned, most loving perspective. The next song or piece of music that moves your inner world will help you to tune into your soul song. Or you can go into nature. The music of nature will always balance and detoxify. Align with the sounds of the earth and you will find the steps to take next. I love this. To me, this is really about, I was going to say manifestation, but that's not the word I want. You know, it's more about the transmission. You, Taurus, are constantly putting out transmissions based on your vibration, how comfortable you're feeling, what it is you're desiring. That tune is always going out, your own natural signature, so to speak. So I do think for some of you, the advice here, especially when it comes to music, if things feel turbulent, you know, especially if this feels heavy for some of you, this could be weighing on a lot of you right now, that's why it's popping up. To me, this soul song is one, well, it's kind of twofold, but one big reason is know that it's like you being in tune with your mojo. Like, that never goes away. You are always strong, you are always high vibe. It's just a matter of your awareness of that. And your belief in that. But it's still kind of happening, as it talks about. And also, if you are feeling kind of out of sorts or out of whack or, you know, a little low vibe, music is going to help you a lot this month. Put on your favorite jam. You even may notice, like, you put on a song or you turn on the radio and you hear something. It may be a completely new song, but it'll completely change your mood. It's going to instantly lift whatever's going on, or get you back into your body, get you back into your own sense of self, versus, you know, traveling to these distant shores energetically or spiritually. Like, we need to bring you back home, so to speak. Be in this present moment. Because again, you know, and well, I say again, Aries had a little thing we had to talk about. But, you know, the past and the future don't exist. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, time is fluid, so the past and present are now. You know, all there is now. So if, for some of you, these distant shores may just be mental. It's like your mind is on a distant shore. Soul Song is all about finding you the healing to bring you back to this moment and just to be, the highest version of you. The highest version of you can't exist if part of you has wandered away. Right? I feel like, especially with these cards, a lot of what's going to be going on this month, Taurus, is going to be about strengthening your signature. Because I wonder if for some of you something's happened, or you've been so focused on one task that other things maybe have kind of been ignored and got a little rusty, got a little weaker without, being used or being trained, almost like exercise. If you stop exercising, you start getting weaker and you got to, get back to where you started. I feel like that's kind of what's going on here with this Soul Song. We're getting you back. It's like taking you back to basics so we can get you back to this high vibe where you normally function. And again, it's not like you did something wrong. Your focus has just been elsewhere, and now we're going to bring it back. It's really all it feels like. All right, Spirit. What messages do we have for Taurus concerning work and finances? Taurus work and finances for the month of July. I could feel it. Okay. So, my Taurus, I love you guys. Work, you may have been going through something that was super challenging, or tiring, or frustrating. Felt like it was too much, and maybe you were feeling, overwhelmed or overburdened. Ten of Fire tells me that is coming to an end. Like all the tens, it's a completion, it's an ending. This is you almost like you're burning the contracts that you made. You're burning all these ties that don't serve you, don't feel good, make you feel tired or exhausted. This is you just saying, you know what, I am done with it. F this. I am done. You have no power over me. Bye. So work. If work has been hard, if work has been frustrating, this is really you getting to a point, and this isn't like the Four of Swords where you get to this point and you're just frustrated and you just physically exhaust yourself till you just burn out. This isn't burnout. This is you just having enough. Like, I am done with this. Whatever energy I have left, I'm using to cut these cords so I can be free. Love this. You've definitely been even with this fire, you may have been under heat at work. Maybe someone was pushing you very hard, or there was just so much demanded of you. I'm not saying that you're getting rid of these demands, but almost like your perception of it or the responsibility you have to it, you're like, nope, that isn't mine. I can't let myself get frustrated or bogged down by it because it's not mine. I'm better than this, I'm stronger than this, I don't need to carry around all this weight for no reason. This is just a burden. We're going to take that. I don't know what it is, but we're taking it. Alright, Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus concerning the month of July? What's the most important thing for them to know? I love how you're getting, oh look. And then you have the Hierophant card. One of your cards, my friend. I love how all three of these cards came up face down. As if we didn't need them to be revealed yet. Alright. Alright, my friends. Taurus. Big roller coaster. Not roller coaster, I shouldn't say roller coaster, but you have a big month ahead of you. 2 majors in your reading. We have a major on the bottom of the deck. So we have the Hermit card for Virgo, the Hanged Man, and then the King of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy for you. Even here's a fellow earth sign. Here's you, my little earth sign. Underneath that, Knight of Pentacles. Lots of grounding happening for you. And again, it's kind of like what I felt like I was talking about with the Soul Song. It's just getting you back into the proper vibration because something's happened and you've shifted out of it. Or your focus shifted and you worked in another area and now we're bringing you back. Hermit, all about guidance. All about Spirit trying to help you find the way. And then you also have the Hanged Man. If you watch my dailies or have seen my videos before, a lot of times when I describe one of these cards, I talk about the other. To me, these are the similar journey. The only difference, the Hangman over here, you do on your own. You're suspended in the darkness so that you can find a new perspective and look at things differently. Whereas with the Hermit, it's a similar journey, but you have a guide there. Someone is leading you. Someone is shining the light on the path. So you have your guides to take you. So it's almost like you're double dutying it. You have Spirit showing you the way, but you are also reflecting and looking within, and and revising how you see things and changing that perspective and heightening it. Lots of enlightenment for you. And I think with that, you really become a master of self. Pentacles is earth, it's your natural element. Here you are as the king. Master. Even with the Hierophant, to me, is really just exemplifying you and resembling that this really is about your, like, almost self-rediscovery, so to speak. Alright, Spirit, what else do we have? But this looks very exciting. Nope. Thought those were gonna fall. Oh. Those went like flying off to the left. Two of Swords. Oh, sorry about the glare. Six of Wands. So, Two of Swords. Meh. I'm not too worried about the Two of Swords. And it's not really that bad a card. There's going to be a decision that needs to be made, but assuming you go through this, which I know you will, Taurus, if you haven't started already, once you go through this period of enlightenment and soul searching and, find this new perspective, and again, find yourself in your power, in your element, doing the most, doing what you need to do, that's when this decision comes up where you need to make a choice between something. This could be work, this could be yourself, this could be a partner, wherever this manifests. A choice will need to be made that maybe before you felt like you didn't have the answer, maybe before you couldn't see clearly and you were just at an impasse and didn't know, do I take the red pill or the blue pill? By the time you get to that point, you're going to be showing up as a master if you do all this work, and you will find success. You will find victory. You may even receive recognition for whatever it is this choice is. Whatever decision you make may garner you some extra, I don't want to say popularity, but definitely garner you some extra attention. And it is deserved. It's deserved attention. Oh, someone ran away. Look, here you are again. Hierophant's back. I love it. Love that too. All right. Cool. We talked about this lovely. Oh, actually. Silly me. Silly me. This is the Emperor, not the Hierophant. I don't know why I was staring at the Hierophant, or saying the Hierophant this whole time. That's actually the Emperor. Even more level of mastery. Running your empire with your Sword of Truth. Here you got the Ace of Swords, first card out. This is clarity, truth, understanding. It's definitely all about action. Going from this standstill, not knowing where to go, and making that decision, making that choice. And then you have this Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse, this can be, to me this is a little cautionary. And again, you have a master of your element here, you also have the Emperor, you have clear understanding. So again, for those of you that do the work, I'm not worried. You can almost kind of ignore this because you're going to be fine. I think this page is popping up just as a heads up. So say you don't do this bit. Like say you don't get yourself to the King of Pentacles. Say that doesn't happen. So then you're going to come to this point where you need to make a decision. You come to this crossroads. But you're not going to have this incredible sense of self and this sense of your truth and your vision. So you're almost going to get there. And I don't say, and you're not necessarily going to panic. You might. But I don't necessarily think you're going to panic. But here with this Page of Wands in reverse, you know, it's very impulsive. And it's very reactive versus being proactive. So here I almost feel like the message is, if you don't do this work, if you don't do all of this, by the time you get to this position, so it's almost like these 5 cards are your journey, this is what you're working on, and then you come to this point where a decision needs to be made. If you do this, guaranteed you're going to find success. Again, I am not worried about that at all whatsoever. For those of you who don't do this work, this Page of Wands is saying, you know, you're going to get here and you're just going to make a rash decision. You're going to make it based off of impulse. And that impulse probably isn't going to be correct because it's not thought out. You haven't analyzed it. You haven't, you know, really looked at it with understanding. You know, it's almost like you flipped a coin and just, okay, we're going left. When, you know, really you should have gone right. Or maybe you should have just forged straight ahead. Like you should have created a different path. This is really about finding what motivates you, what fuels you, what makes you feel good, happy, content, and using that as the fuel. What truly is it that puts you in your power, makes you feel good, makes you feel alive? Not just, oh my God, I need to make a decision. That one. There's a huge sense that one could be going through some healing, but really we're strengthening your sense of self and strengthening your vibration and raising your vibration. Big month personally for you, Taurus. Like, big month. And I think this work thing is going to play a very big role. We just had this eclipse in Cancer. So that would, you know, energy, so to speak, depends where your rising is. But for Taurus, a lot of that's going to be happening in your second house then, which is all about income and work. You know, and what you're doing in that realm. So this, coming to this point, this is the decision you have to make, I feel, with this Two of Swords. Really about what's been bogging you down and what doesn't resonate with you concerning your workplace environment or your career and just what you do. Big shift. Because again, with all this earth energy, even with this King of Pentacles, you know, this is a man about his money. Well manifested. But definitely, work going to be a big thing this month. Big thing. Alright, my lovelies. And again, don't let that freak you out, because again, if you go through this, which I think most of you already are or will be, don't worry about it. At that point, you'll be equipped with the tools to find success. It's for those of you who don't do this, or, you know, continue to keep your head in the sand and not go through this journey. Those are the ones that, you know, here's your outcome. It just depends. Alright, but like I said, gonna wrap this up here. Do you this month, Taurus. Wishing you the best. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video, supporting my channel. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate you. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. This helps the channel to grow. If you're not already, please subscribe. We do these videos every month, a couple times a month. So if you want to be notified when your next video pops up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that lovely stuff. And as always, I love connecting with you guys. If you have anything to share, questions for me, feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you ever want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. Alright, my dears, I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you in your next video. Bye.